I'm Lesley Gomez. I work at North Zone Fire Prevention, so the Jackson and Black Rock Ranger districts, but I'm also a member of the Teton Area Wildfire Protection Coalition, and we're here tonight at the public library educating folks on and getting folks ready for fire season and making sure that their homes are ready before smoke hits the air. Now's the time to be ready, not when there's a wildfire coming down the mountain. Now's the time to be ready. We want to make sure that folks are really careful with fire. This year we are expecting an above average fire season, so July and August do look to be busy. So we want people to make sure they're safe with their campfires. Cold, dead out, and touch and feel to make sure it's out before they leave. Careful with smoking, chains on trailers, burning anything, and fireworks are never allowed in Teton County or on public lands because of the fire risk.
We've got 4 panelists from a number of different organizations here in the county, federal, state, local folks that are going to be here to speak to a few topics. That's going to give us a little historical perspective on loss in wildfire.
My name is Dave Wilkins. I'm the Fire Management Officer for the Bridger-Teton National Forest North Zone, so I'm based out of Jackson here. As a fire manager, I do work really closely with the National Weather Service, and they keep us informed of the conditions and what we're looking at. We saw some really active fire behavior last year on the North Zone and Bridger-Teton. We had 70 initial attacks or new fires on the forest from Highway 26 up between Moran and Du Bois, the Fish Creek, and then later the Pack Trail fires that burned 90,000 acres. And the reason that happened is the fuel conditions were right. We were in a pretty severe drought. And then as you saw, we went through last September and October with like a long sustained period of no relief from moisture.
Teton County is, and the interagency relationships that we have here. I get to travel all around the country as I talked about, and what we have here, the relationship with the state resources, the county resources, the multiple different federal agencies, the Elk Refuge, the Forest Service, the Park Service, the BLM, all have impact here. And we have this incredible relationship. You have this incredible relationship. It is way easier to stay in your own agency silo and just follow your own agency's rules. When you start to cross-train with people, when you start to bring in different organizations, the Conservation District, to talk about how to solve problems, it's all a lot harder. But this group has been in place. We started Teton Interagency Fire in the mid-90s. When budget and needs started to show us, and part of it was the 88 fire response, started to show us that we were going to be more efficient responding as partners as opposed to in competition to each other.
As you look at this hum and smoke, thanks Leslie for pulling this back up, because I love to refer to this. I have it hanging in my office, and there's in that blue section, there's those key components that it's not just the fire department. I think that wildfire response piece there is kind of what gets the most press and what people think of, but it is all those other parts that make us successfully wildfire adapted community. I think that resident mitigation is a good bit of what y'all are here this evening for, and that is a key component. And what we need you to help us get that message out to neighbors, friends, the rest of the community, homeowners associations, and we are itching to help you do that. The resources over here, the folks want to know how can we best reach folks with that information.
Thanks so much, folks. Really appreciate you being here.